Three traits you need to be a successful gym owner are: I'm Jean-Claude Vaxan. I am the founder and CEO of Foundry Gyms in London. I also run jcv Consulting, a mentorship group and support network for independent gym owners. I reckon I can tell in the first 10 minutes of meeting somebody if they've got what it takes to succeed. I think to be a successful gym owner, you've got to have main character energy. Somebody who can walk in, hold the room, is good in conversation, and has a degree of magnetism. Three traits you need to be a successful gym owner are internal drive. I think you need to be highly driven. I think you need to have resilience, because it's going to take longer and be a lot harder than you think. And you have to have strong communication skills. Are leaders born or made? I'm not qualified to answer that question, but I think most of the qualities that you need to be a good gym owner are inherent. I think they are things that are within you rather than things you can learn. What makes me a good leader? I work hard. I'm good under pressure. And I would say I've got pretty good communication skills. Bad leadership could show up like lots of different things. Lack of accountability, I think, is a huge one. I think you, as a leader, especially in a gym ownership environment, you've got to own your shit and everybody else's. In the end, you have to realise that everything is on you. Whether you win or you lose, it's on you. Lack of accountability is what makes a shit leader. You've got to own your shit. Not everybody can lead a good gym, regardless of processes. Having a bike doesn't make you a cyclist. What I mean by driven by outcomes is, I think in the fitness industry, I think we're addicted to doing. Type A personalities, highly ambitious. There's a belief that the more we do, the better things will be. But in the end, your success or otherwise will be driven by the outcomes of what you do. It won't be about the volume. It's not about your effort. It's about the outcomes of that effort. I think, if someone's outcome driven versus being busy, there's some practical stuff. They know their numbers. I think that's probably the most important thing. If you speak to somebody and says, how is it going? And they reel off the list of all the things that they're doing that are keeping them busy from morning till night, versus somebody who says, these are the data points, these are the things we're working on, and this is why. I think you'll see the difference between someone who's outcome driven and someone who's work driven. We all think that activity equals progress. That is not the case. You can spend all day, which is the case for a lot of gym owners, keeping yourself busy and getting done by the decoys, building systems, CRMs, SOPs, all of that stuff. But fundamentally, the inputs do not drive the outputs that you want. I think being a type A character can help and hinder. It's both at different stages. Type A characters, high drive, highly ambitious, generally hard working. I'll run through brick walls to get this job done. That has a place, especially at the start. They like doing, like getting their hands dirty, and they like hard work. I think further down the line, some of those same characteristics that make you strong and drive the business at the start are some of the ones that will also hold you back, because you're constantly tweaking, constantly changing, and pushing harder in the wrong direction is no good. Staying power is important because it's going to take you longer than you think, and it will be harder than you think. And you're going to need to know to be able to stand up in the blowing wind. I think the real test of staying power is being able to do the same things the same basic things again and again on repeat. I think most people who start out on this journey are hardworking, hard drive, inquisitive, and that's how you get going. But in order to be successful over the long term, it's about showing up and doing the simple basics on repeat, and that's not for everybody.